What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Nightwing, issue number 117. This one's written by Tom Taylor with art by Bruno Redondo. Last time we saw Nightwing, he went off to Nanda Parbat, where he came across Deadman, Boston Brand, who's there to kind of help him get over this little fear situation that he has going on with him whenever he's at leaping from a tall perspective. We also find out that he did get poisoned when he drank that glass of water from Heartless all the way back, like several issues ago, which I gotta admit I totally 100% forgot because I haven't really gone back to kind of reread this run since it began. I think maybe I should before the final issue comes out next month. That way, like, everything's kind of fresh and I'll see how the story plays out, just kind of like when I read it kind of consecutively. So I think I might end up doing that. Same thing with Detective Comics, just to kind of conclude it, just to see, okay, now that I kind of just read it in one sitting, how's it really gonna hold up after that, instead of just kind of like the whole read once every month and just to see how long it's kind of dragged to kind of get to this point. But yeah, so while he's thinking, he figures out what's going on, where he got poisoned and whatnot. Meanwhile, Bruce is still being Nightwing, or as they call him, Nightwing 2. And so Dick is just like, I got to speed up this process. Also, he clearly hasn't shaved just yet because we get Nightwing with the beard. He's left up here on this cliffside for a whole day. Basically, Boston Brand comes back and he finds out what's really going on. He's like, well, I'm over my fear now. I just want to kind of wait for you, I suppose. And then he leaps off and he's fine. He heads back to Bloodhaven, makes out with Barbara Gordon. I mean, if you were gone for a few weeks and, you know, Barbara Gordon was your girlfriend, you'd do the same thing. Bruce is there. There's kind of a bit of a humorous moment where he talks like, oh, I did like one quip or something while I was Nightwing. So yeah, Bruce was there. Didn't do too much with that. Bruce didn't wrap things up. Dick's back to doing his own thing. And basically Zuko's there ready to kind of kill, like, you know, his daughter and whatnot. And Dick busts in, didn't have time to shave, beats up Zuko, and then we get to the realization, he's like, the routine was changed. I was supposed to be the one killed, not my parents. So it seems like Sheldon had maybe something to do with that or something along those lines. But yeah, so that's the whole issue in a nutshell. We got one more part of this arc, and I'm going to be honest, I do feel like this is kind of moving at such a quick pace. It is kind of a stark contrast to everything else with the run, where it's like you take your time with something, but then you kind of realize I like to think of it as when you're doing a test and you're taking your time with the first several answers, like you're taking a long time, but then you kind of look over and you see, oh crap, I only have so-and-so number of minutes left. Let me quickly rush through everything else that's going on. And that's kind of how I feel with this issue. I feel like everything with Dick kind of getting over his fear and all that felt kind of fast. And I mean, he was up at that cliff for a while, and not until Boston Brand, you know, Deadman shows up, he's like, okay, I'm good to go. I'm like, when did you kind of come to that conclusion? I mean, he was poisoned, so he did figure that out. Does he need an antidote or something? Or is he just going to kind of naturally get over that fear? Which did remind me of an episode of Batman the Animated Series when he got hit with some of that stuff. But now he's over that fear. He's back in Bloodhaven, and he's going to finally conclude this storyline with Heartless. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully Heartless is kind of done after this next issue. I guess the ending is kind of an interesting revelation where Dick Grayson was supposed to be the target. That's neat, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, this issue was kind of okay. I really like the Bruno Redondo artwork. I do feel like this kind of last arc feels like it's moving at such a quick pace. I feel like they should have started this many issues ago to get to this point where Dick really kind of overcomes the fear, because it feels like he just got there and then like within one issue he's like, okay, problem solved, I'm back to Bloodhaven. So yeah, I mean, it's not terrible or anything. I am glad we are finally going to be the end of this arc and, you know, the Taylor run. I'm looking forward to seeing, I think Dan Waters is taking over the book afterwards to see what he does with it. I hope it's better than what we got here, because the Taylor run did start out strong. I think, too, it felt refreshing after the whole Rick Grayson thing we had to deal with for over a year. But it could have been a lot better as, like, we're kind of reaching the end of this thing. So, but Bruno Redondo's artwork is really good. So I will give this issue that. Didn't hate it, but I do feel like we're kind of rushing through things a bit. Now we're rushing. Like, we had all this time beforehand to kind of take our time and really kind of get to this final storyline, but now it feels like we're just moving at like such a fast pace to kind of make up for lost time. Maybe it's because like, oh crap, we're at the deadline, let's speed this up. But hey, you know what, at least we're getting to the conclusion, so looking forward to that. But anyways, what did you think of Nightwing issue number 117? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, all that other fun stuff. I got several other DC comic reviews I'm going to cover. Like today, there's a Godzilla comic book I have to get to as well, so look forward to a lot of videos between today and again tomorrow. So, yep, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.